My favorite lore was if I locked in, I would have just followed you around. Like, I wanted to be like that. You know when you go somewhere and you have like that one creepy, like it's like, oh shit, it's like horror interaction, you know? This guy's like following you around shit. I was about to do that to you. I had a whole skit in mind too.
What were you gonna? What was the skit? What did you have planned?
Okay, ideally, right? I thought I'd like run into you in like a lobby, like a partner, like a lounge or something. You know what I'm saying? Like a lounge. And then I'd be like, "That's Nagzz." And I'll walk up and I'm like, "Can I have your autograph?" And then I'll give whatever, right? I'll give you a tissue or something. And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, sign this." And I'll be like, "Oh my god, thank you." And I'll just look at you and say nothing. And if the moment you start walking, I'll just start following you. That was the plan.
And you were just gonna follow that, and you were just gonna follow the whole time. I would have probably told by your voice. Probably. It's a fucking like, it's your voice is awesome. You have a great voice.
Wow. No. Well, why did you pause right there, huh? Well, why did you pause right there? What were you about to say? Go on. Well, what's up with my voice?
Your voice is awesome. No, I would be able to tell by your voice. I think I would.
No, because trust me, I would not talk this. I have a whole different thing. I spent like 6 months training it because I wanted to be an idol, and I thought that I had to have a cute idol voice to like pass. And I spent like 6 months in front of the mirror, right, talking to myself. I even perfected like my laugh and everything to make it sound natural.
Oh my god.
You want to hear it?
Actually? Yeah.
Hold on. Chat hates it, but I swear it's okay. So, right? I would talk like this, and I spent really long trying to practice like this voice, and I even have like a laugh that I now kind of realize that it does sound like Ariana Grande's, but I swear to you, I think it sounds pretty good. You like it, Nagzz?
What the fuck?
Do you want to hear a laugh?
Nah, that's not real, bro. Yeah.
Well, you have to make a funny joke first. This guy's boring, this one.
I'm kind of what the fuck?
Like that. I got the laugh.
That's kind of weird.
Oh my god. You're so funny, Nagzz. You like that?
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's kind of convincing if I told you that's my natural voice.
It's creepy. It's creepy.
If I told you that's how I sound like, you'd believe it.
It's fucking creepy. It's creepy.
This guy had to fucking leave. I'm telling you, chat. You can hate it all you want, right? Back then, VTubers, chat, hear me out. If you wanted to be a VTuber and you wanted to make it as like a VTuber idol, right? Your voice has to be cute, you know? It has to be like, oh, like this. And every now and then, you have to... Yeah, I made him leave, but it's true. You know, like back then, you kind of have to be like endearing. And there's like something endearing about it. And I thought that was kind of endearing. I'm gonna be real with you. I put a lot of hard work and effort in that voice, right? If it wasn't me, you didn't know it was me, it's a little endearing. Yeah, like there's a lot of like a cuter way. And it's not even just about the pitch, right? It's also a little bit about the talking. Because I realized, well, at that time, now I'm like more okay with it. But at that time, I realized that my accent sounds really nasty. You know, like my accent is a very like rough. Like I got a rough way of talking and I talk too much. So it's also like the best way I told myself is you have a higher pitch voice and you sound like you are gurgling on like a tiny ball of marble that you cannot swallow, but you're about to at any given second. You know? So, right, you make your pitch higher, but if you were to talk like this, you kind of sound weird. But if you were to sound like you have a little marble kind of like rolling back in the back of your tongue, it kind of like ties it in really well. And I'm not even kidding. I practiced this voice for a very, very long time. Yeah. And I only used it for like 2 months. Why are we here? Chat, you hate it, but it works. Alright? Yeah, if it's without the accent, it just sounds like Mickey Mouse. With the accent, now it's kinda passing by. And then I thought I had a really cool male voice, and chat just calls me Ash Ketchum. What did we do to deserve this? Fuck you, man. I can't believe it, Michi, it's my first time hearing it. You know, lore is that I actually used that voice for 2 months. I didn't even curse, right? I go, frick! Oh, poopy, man. Oh, I pulled out all the damn cards. I am not ashamed to admit that I was desperate. Listen, man, when I started before I was Michi, right? My history is like packed in little boxes, you know? So it's different. It's a little different. Do you know my lore, Nagzz? Some funny lore?
Give it to me. I need to know.
When I started, right before Michi, you know, an era past my time type shit. I was desperate, and I'm gonna admit it. I wanted to make money. Boom.
Okay.
Right? Like, you'll never get
You're
honesty
very
like this.
honest
Boom, boom, boom.
with everything. No, you are very honest, which I respect. Yeah.
It's bullshit if I don't admit it, right? So I wanted to like make it. You know, I got a point to prove, and I was like, I'm researching top female VTubers, and they're cute, funny, they don't curse, they're like sweet, adorable. So I'm like, got it. I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, fuck. Right? I realized I'm not like that. So I made up that voice. I didn't curse at all. Like, I would say like frick and poopy. At one point I said poopy butt. That was a curse.
God,
yep.
That's
I pulled out every single stop. I went bam, bam, bam. And at one point, like 3 weeks in, I was like, fuck. What the fuck can I even talk about, right? Because what am I gonna say? And I was like, oh, let's hang out. Everything is limited, you know? The things I'm talking about, right? The things I want to talk about are not cute. And the way I talk, I have to like focus. So I'm like, shit, this is difficult. 2 months in, one guy, his name is Oja, and I still think about him today. He's like, he's always in chat. And I was like, if I give you $20, can you please say one bad word? Just one. Ooh, just one bad word, cute little girls. Just one. And I went, oh my god. I guess, just for you, I'll do my best since I don't curse that much. And I'm not very comfortable with doing that, but I'll do it. Boom, $20. And I went, well, since you asked for it. Anyways, and then my balls dropped. I just started saying, fuck this, fuck that.
That
shit,
was your lore where you started cursing?
I just started cursing, right? My voice, like, started shifting all the way down. I felt like, you know, like I'm free. Like, my shackles were removed. And at that point, I was like, listen, man, 2 months in, I knew I wasn't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, the competition fierce.
Damn.
I don't got what it takes. I give up. I'd rather do this in a way that isn't gonna bore me.
First off, I respect the honesty, and it's that's very similar. It's actually very similar to mine. I didn't curse. I actually didn't curse in 2017, 18, and I guess like 19. I had a bleep button, so I wouldn't. Oh my god. And I wanted to be like. Because like I had the whole VR chat series and show, and it was very like family friendly, right? Like it was. So I tried to be like family friendly. I had a bleep button.
Damn.
It was so I wouldn't curse. And then I played Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls 3. And I fucking lost it. And I just said, I was like, fuck this beep button. Honestly, fuck this bleep button. What is this fucking trash, bro? Like, and I just lost it. And from that day on, I just never turned back. I was holding back so much. Like, I always like, and I just fucking went off. And for now, what, 5 years? You know, I've just got to be myself for the last 5 years, which is nice. So.
Do you have like an arc that you're like embarrassed about, low-key? It's like, you know, you've been on the internet for a while, right? The internet stores information, you know?
An arc that I'm embarrassed about?
Or is it the bleep arc? The arc where you go, you.
Yeah, the bleep arc is kind of yikes. Now that I think of it, it's like really yikes. But it was also like, you know, that was like...
The cosplay arc?
No, I'm not really embarrassed by the cosplay. I mean, I had to do it. A bet's a bet, right? Like, you know, it is what it is. You lose a bet or, you know, enough support and one was for charity or anything. I mean, probably the CSGO skins.
What is that?
That was in 2016 before, like, I blew, like, up. I had, like, Twitch didn't have, like, at this time, like, a sub button or anything. And most people, they were like, Counter-Strike was the game people would open up cases and stuff. And I had one viewer, like 2 viewers at the time. And everybody was giving away Counter-Strike skins. And they were doing giveaways, you know, all the time. And they were like giving a $5 skin away every hour. And I said, well, you know what? And I played a lot of Counter-Strike. I saved up my money. I was like, I'm gonna make an investment. I bought like, you know, $400 worth of skins, you know, saved up my money, put it in, and I said, well, guess what? I am going to give away $5 every 5 minutes, like a 5-5-5 deal. My stream blew up to like, I had like 150 people watching, which was huge back in 2016, like 2015, 2016. There was a lot of people. And everybody used to come in and everything. And, you know, I used to do giveaways. And everybody used to spam, like, hashtag family. They were like, I thought I actually had a community. I was so pumped. And then I remember I was playing Counter-Strike one day. And everybody would be quiet when I'd play the game. But then all of a sudden, everybody was active, going crazy whenever I did giveaways. And I was like, I think people are kind of here just for, you know. Anyway, I decided to stop doing giveaways, and everybody kind of left. And I remember I was down to 3 viewers. Yeah, I remember I was down to 3 viewers, and I was playing Counter-Strike, and this guy comes in, and he's like, "Yo, Nagzz, what's up, man? Giveaway going on soon." I was like, "Oh, sorry, man, no more giveaways." I was like, "How's everything been? You know, it's good to see you. How's everything?" He never typed again. That's when I quit. I actually stopped streaming for a while. That kind of upset me. So I'm embarrassed, I guess, in that one, because I should know better. You know, when you build something like that based on giveaways and not like authenticity, you know, you learn. But yeah, that one, it was a little embarrassing to me. So that's probably one of them.
Not the real ones, man. Not a real one.
Yeah,
you see, I was about to tell you a funny story, but now that hit. That was a genuine like
Tell
hit
me
story.
a funny one. Nah, bro, that's so long
that's
ago.
Weird. That's different. You know, I'm just like,
why is it weird? No,
like,
that's a fucking give me a funny one.
What's a crazy experience in life? And I was about to tell you that I stubbed a toe, right? Like I stubbed my toe, I fell down a cliff. It was funny. Bro, and this guy hits me with actual lore, and you're like, oh.
You live and learn. It was fun. You know, like I look back and I laugh. You know, but you live and learn. That's life.
That guy in like the conversation where you're just like, yeah, and now you're like sympathizing. You're just like. You kind of grab both of your elbows and you're like nodding along. You're like,
Yo, give me the funny. Let's hear it.
From a scale of 1 to 10, right? How honest do you want me to deliver the story?
I think for safety, I think you give it a solid 8.8.
How about every time I ask this to chat, I always go full on 10, right? I will admit I have went full on 10 honest because there's nothing that I'm gonna hide, because I think what's worse is when people say something, right, and it's like action wise it's so obvious that's not it, but you're like you're sugarcoating a little bit. I don't. Yeah. Plus, I don't have the capacity in it. So I'm gonna give it a 10. It's gonna paint me in a horrible picture, but listen, it was the past, all right? I'd be using my brain. Sadly, my brain wasn't there, but it's in the past. Back then, bro, it all revolved around the fact that I was broke. Like, I was broke, and I was like, I need to make this work. Well, there's multiple factors. I would admit the broke part definitely helped. Like, it was a big motivation. I was like, oh, gotta get money, right? But also, I was competing with like a bunch of people, and not in an unhealthy way, in my head at least. It was kind of like, oh, I gotta be somebody, you know? Like, it's a phase in life where you're like, I gotta be somebody. Okay. I realized, well, this is gonna be crazy. GFE works.
Huh?
I was Googling. I was researching, I was Googling, and I realized GFE works.
Oh, I was like, GFE. I was like, who the fuck's Jeffy? GFE.
Some people
yes,
in chat,
of course it works.
And some people in chat was like been through that arc, and it was crazy. But I was like, you know what? If Jeffy works, right? Then I'm gonna do Jeffy, man. Poor dude. I did Jeffy, and then I sat there and I was
Jeffy,
like,
damn.
And you know what's crazy? I did it. I forgot. Some people in chat would know because it was like a whole thing. It was like in my head, I'd say like 3 months. I don't know if it's less or more than that, but let's just say 3 months for my own mental sake, right? I don't want to know if I did it for longer than that, but I'd like to say 3 months. And I like locked in, you know, I did the whole shtick shaboo, everything. I'll try to be cute. And at one point I was like, I don't like doing this. Like, it was one of those things that I think GFE is good if you're good at it. Like, there are people that do it because they're good and they enjoy doing it. And especially if you do stuff like that, right? People will respond to fit the vibe. You know, like you flirt with them, they flirt with you back, right?
Yeah.
I can't do it. Like, you know me, bitch. Like, I can't take half the shit seriously. And I'm thinking about like...
I really can't picture it. That's the crazy
what I'm saying. Like,
part.
I was trying so hard. Like, I don't think I've ever admitted this part, but because I forgot. But I would literally like Google how to like flirt. Because I don't know how to do it. Like, I genuinely have no idea what to say anymore. You know?
Okay, there's no way.
I don't know.
Stop.
Nah, but I was like Googling like pet names and shit. Nah, like I was Googling. I was like pet names and like endearing words to say. Like, I did not know, but I did my best.
To a chatter? Like, what? Hey,
to chat in general, you know? Like, you know how people are
Oh,
like...
hey, Pookies. What the fuck?
I like saying Pookies. I think Pookie's cute, but I was like, I'm talking sweethearts. You know what I'm saying? Honey. All that shit. Like, I was Googling. I was researching. In my head, if you're gonna do something, do it well, right? So I was doing my work, researching. A couple of months in, I realized... Well, no, a couple of days in, actually. I was like, damn, I suck. That was the start. I was like, I suck. I'm gonna do my best to be better. After that, I was like, I suck and I actually don't like doing this. But at that point, I'm in an impasse, right? Because I keep saying this, the moment you lock in to do something and then you're like, I kind of want to pivot from it, it takes a while, you know? You're not just gonna be like, pivot in a day and then everything's fine. Like, nah, like you're gonna tell people like, I don't want to do it anymore. Some people will leave, or some people just kind of know you for that and then they don't really want to watch you anymore. It's a risk, so it's always be a little careful. At that time, I was like, how do I tell people that I don't want to do this anymore and it's just not for me? Like, I am not good at it. People would respond like very nicely actually, and I have no idea what to say. Like, I can talk now because I'm just talking, but if I have to think about what to say, dude, I'm not saying shit, right? So I'm like, oh, I know. And I had the biggest brainest plan. You know what I did, Nagzz?
What?
I went live and went, hey, try talking normally. 5 minutes in, someone decided to like drop in a cute little flirt, and I went, oh yeah, about that. Guys, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I tried doing that because I wanted money, and I don't think it's working out because I suck at it, so I'm not gonna do it anymore. And I just said the truth. Because I don't know what to say. Like, I cannot lie about it.
What was the flirt this guy dropped? Like, what did he say to make it just funny? Was he like, wow, your model looks fucking extra hot?
No, it was like hi, my cutie, something something. You know, like, I don't know. It was something sweet, and I was like, hey, chat. Also, I want you to know, like, I probably will stop doing this, like, the old GFE thing. Just dead ass, like yes,
bro,
it's working.
You might have that man might have never flirted again.
No, you know what's crazy though? That person is still in chat, and they literally responded with like, no, that's fair. That guy went like, nah, that's fair. And I'm like, honestly, yeah, I just like talking to people normally. Like, oh, I just want to talk normally because I'm really bad at this. I'm so bad at this, man. Like, half of the time I'm flustered, bro, and I can't say shit. I don't know what to say. I could never picture you
as Chefy, bro. That's crazy.
Honestly, I look back at it. At that time, I thought I cooked. I look back, and honestly, it was so bad. Like, I tried to do ASMRs, but I live in fucking Indonesia, right? So I'm like doing ASMRs, like nurse tries to heal you, and every now and then you just hear like more seconds in the background, you know. And then like I did another ASMR, and I didn't know that day was the World Cup. Like, I swear to God, me not being able to do GFE was like a given. Holy chat shit. Was just playing along. Like, for those couple of months, chat was like playing along to whatever the fuck I thought I was cooking, but I was not cooking. Because I went back and looked at it, bitch. There is no way y'all sat there and was like, nah, she's cooking. Okay, because I did an ASMR. It was World Cup. I did not know it was World Cup because I don't fucking follow sports. I was doing ASMR. I was like, how are you doing today? In the background, you just hear like, goal! Like that. I'm not even shitting you. It just kept happening. I was like, oh, that's sorry. So ignore the background, guys. I'm my God. On my $2 fucking ASMR mic that wasn't an ASMR mic. It kept happening. It was just like, cool, yeah. And then I'm just like, oh, sorry about that. Anyways, back to cleaning your ears.
Wait, do you have the also sorry for my voice if it like cracks.
You can talk normally and chill.
The fucking, do you have the ears?
The 3DO?
Is that what it's called? With the fucking ears?
3DO.
It's got like ear holes in it, like, that. You know, as a mic?
No.
Oh, all right. That thing is fucking weird looking.
I'm not gonna lie. I had what was it? Was it $10 or $20? It was like a $10 or $20 mic. It literally looks like a shroom, bro. It looks like a mushroom, right? And it says like, oh, ASMR mic. It was so bad. Like, if I farted, it would like reverberate and bass around the mic. Like, it was so shit quality build. But I was like, nah, this is the peak experience. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, the coolest part of it was I was so honestly nervous on how to tell people that I wanted to pivot away from that content.
That is nervous. Yeah, it is. Because they're there for one, you know, they were there for something specific.
Yeah, and like, they supported it. It's like going from a
one-game Andy to a variety streamer, you know? It's very, very difficult to do.
And like, they were supporting it too, and I felt like I was letting them down, right? But I feel like I would rather just be honest than like, I let you down and lie to you. Like, that's like double whammy, right? So I'm just gonna be like full on honest about it. And I was full on honest. And the people like in chat, genuinely, I did not expect this, but they were like, no, like that's so fair. Let's just hang out. And the people there, like they're still in chat today. And this was like before I was Michi. And they were still in chat. And I was like, damn, I appreciate the fact that you're chill about it. I'm so sorry, man. I still feel like I fucked them over a little, but at least I didn't lie, okay? Like, which one would you rather?
You know what? True. No, you're right. Honestly, respect.
That was embarrassing. That was a very embarrassing time in my life, bro.
I fucking can't believe GFE. That's crazy.
I tried everything, okay? Like, at one point, it's genuinely like... The moment I realized that I don't have to pretend to be like a different person and just hang out like a normal fucking human being, I just start like chilling, you know, like everything is happier and I actually want to stream. But the moment I'm like, oh, I have to do this, it kills you. Like you're just draining yourself. You're like, yeah, this works, but I have to do this specific thing. I have like to do a bit, or like you have to do it gets you. And I'm not very creative, so
And how long did you practice the voice for? That was 6 months?
6 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That voice is terrible. I'm sorry. That's fucking...
What do you mean terrible?
It's not you. Well, obviously it's not you.
If
it's
you didn't know it was me, right? You would say the voice sounds pretty natural, no?
All right. I'm gonna close my eyes. Do it again. Just quick.
Hello. So this is what it would sound like normally. Maybe a little higher back then because I kind of like fried.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it actually
Wow.
does. Yeah, it does sound like, yeah, it actually does. I closed my eyes and everything. Kind of, it does sound very natural. That's insane.
I practiced
It's kind of wild.
it.